Hi everyone, my name is Kate Ann and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video, so I am excited. I am a little bit nervous. I'm hoping that my camera skills are sort of okay, but bear with me. In today's video, I want to have a little bit of a get to know me, a little bit of an introduction to my channel, a little bit of an introduction to what I want my channel to be about, the type of content I want to create. I am always open to suggestions, of course. So I suppose first of all, I am a disabled person. I will talk a little bit more about my diagnoses later in the video. So I suppose first and foremost, I would really like to raise awareness about disabilities, raise awareness about what it's like to be a disabled person, how it affects my daily life, what the process of getting diagnosed was like, whilst also incorporating some of my interests, hobbies, likes, passions, doing some videos about them. I love makeup. I love fashion. I am by no means a makeup artist or a fashion expert, but I would love to bring that into my channel a little bit. I hope to do some vlogging in the future. I would really like that. I hope you guys would like that too. So I suppose we'd better start off with my diagnoses. I will go chronologically as to what age I was when I was diagnosed with each disability. So the very first disability I was diagnosed with was epilepsy. This was when I was 15, so it was coming up to my junior cert. And this was a strange time, a little bit strange. I didn't know an awful lot about epilepsy. When I was diagnosed, I had to start medication, of course. I had to try a number of medications. It took me probably 7 or 8 years before I actually became seizure free. I am now thankfully over 2 years seizure free. Fingers crossed that keeps going. It's absolutely fantastic. I, like a lot of other people, probably didn't know that there are many different types of seizures. I will do a separate video just on epilepsy, talking about the types of seizures I have and also the different types of seizures that there are, because there is a lot to epilepsy that people probably don't know about, so I would love to do a video on that. But yes, as I was saying, I'm currently seizure free, so I am currently on a medication that is working for me, which I am really grateful for. It has made a big difference to my life. The next diagnosis was when I was 17. So I'd been struggling quite a bit with anxiety, particularly in school. And so I was referred to a counsellor and I worked with her for a while, which was fantastic. And it was actually her who suggested to my mother that I go forward and be assessed for autism. So I did. I went and got that assessment, and I was diagnosed as being autistic and also as being dyspraxic at the age of 17. This was coming up to my leaving cert. I remember I had to actually miss my Christmas exams to go for my assessment. So I didn't do very well in those exams, but that's okay. It was, when people ask me what the diagnosis was like, I think it was a bit of a light bulb moment for me. It made a lot of sense, when I read up about it and I read other people's stories, I heard other people's stories. It made a lot of sense. A lot of what I was experiencing, particularly through school, through socializing, was now making sense. And similar to epilepsy, I will do a video solely on autism, but I think it made me understand why I was the way I was. It made me realize, okay, there are other people out there that are just like me, that are autistic, and to be part of a community, I think I felt a bit more like I belonged. That was something I probably struggled with a little bit in school, was feeling like I didn't fit in And that was by no means because of the way anyone else made me feel. It was just my feeling was I always felt like I was a little bit on the outside looking in. So yeah, that diagnosis of autism was it was a turning point in my life. Things started to make more sense, and by following other people's stories and other autistic YouTubers is kind of giving me the confidence to say I am autistic, I have hidden disabilities, and I suppose that's probably one of the main reasons I want to do this, is so that maybe I can help somebody else. And I think the more it's talked about, the more hidden disabilities are talked about, the more people learn. Education is key. The more people can understand why some people are the way they are, why I might have a sensory overload, why I might not be able to meet up with friends for some reason because I'm just not feeling like I'm able and I'm feeling overwhelmed. I babbled on a little bit with that one. But moving along, most recently was my diagnosis of fibromyalgia and also arthritis. To be a little bit technical, I have arthritis in my sacroiliac joints. Google it. They are both chronic pain conditions. I'd been suffering with pain for quite some time, a lot of pain all over my body. And so I went to my GP and I was referred to a rheumatologist, and there I had MRI, different things like that. And so I was diagnosed with the arthritis and the fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a little bit different in the sense that, unlike arthritis, it's not as treatable. You can, try different exercises, try yoga, which can help. But when you have a fibromyalgia flare-up, it is quite hard to actually help that. I can have a week where I'm absolutely fine, but then I might have a week where I have a really bad flare-up. It causes extreme fatigue. And I've always said that I think out of everything, the fatigue is the worst. It really, really is. You feel like you just can't do anything. You feel really, really tired. I mean, exhausted. I go to bed, I could sleep for 12 hours, I get up, I feel like I've slept for 12 minutes. It's like that. In regards to the arthritis, I am on medication for that. I'm on a drug called Cimzia, which is basically an injection, and I inject myself every 2 weeks. If anybody out there is interested in that, I can show you. If you're someone that's possibly going to be starting Cimzia, I can definitely show you how I do it. Let me know if anybody wants to know about that. I think that is coming more or less to the end of the diagnosis. What I wanted to talk about, and I just wanted to talk about this separately, was I am on antidepressants. I've spoken about this on my Instagram. I started antidepressants around the age of 19 or 20. It was when I was in college. I struggled with anxiety through teen years and depression, and I suppose it kind of came to a head after probably my first year of college, where I had these few days where I couldn't get out of bed, and that was how that started. So I'm on antidepressants. I will do a video about the medication I'm on at some point if anybody's interested. Anyway, I think it might be time to stop waffling on and end this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you've made it this far, well done, and thank you very much. I would love if you could subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to have an upload every 2 weeks, and maybe after a while every week. We shall see how that goes. My next video is hopefully going to be Autism Mythbusters. I have a post about this on my Instagram already, where I did debunking 5 autism myths. I will leave my Instagram handle at the very end of this video, if I can figure out how to do that. So check me out there. I would love if you could follow me. You'll get a little bit more updates about when I'll be uploading, what type of content I'll be uploading, and you can get involved a little bit and give me suggestions and ideas of what you'd like to see. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications bell, and you will be notified every time I upload. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again in a couple of weeks. This has been very interesting, sitting down talking to a camera. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've gotten to know me a little bit more. I will definitely do a Q&A at some point if anyone has any questions for me. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I shall see you soon.